the famous verse that we all remember, 2 Chronicles chapter 7 verse 13. When I shut up heaven and there is no rain, or command the locusts to devour the land, or send pestilence among my people. So this is talking about bondage, meaning God is allowing heaven to be closed. God is allowing locusts, speaks of like demons and the enemy, to devour our land and send pestilence among our people. God says pretty much, if I allow you to be delivered to certain things because you forsook me, because you turned your back on me, because you stopped worshiping me, you've ignored my truth. And God says, if that happens, I want you to get this across us today. Being delivered by God into the hand of their enemy is not God disowning you. It's God dispossessing you, displacing you, not disowning. And then it says this, if my people, they're delivered into pestilence, they're delivered into captivity, they're delivered into drought, but he says still my people, meaning they did not get disowned, they did not get relationship. God's love and mercy didn't stop. If my people in drought, closed heaven, being eaten by locusts, being eaten by pestilence, if my people, God says the same God who delivers you into the enemy is ready to deliver you from your enemy. Come on somebody.
Look at me and try not to judge me. Hey, it's simple, you hate me or love me. It ain't pretty, most times it's just ugly. But don't waste your time on what wasn't what should be. I'm stripping myself from all of these feelings, from all of these monsters, from all of the shame, from all the brainwashing. My spiritual self requires no conscience. The flesh is the death of the light that is under, and inside the flesh lies desire and hunger. Cast to the fire, there's giants among us. We've torn through the Nile, searching and searching for miles, never quite figured it out. The screams are too silent, your weed is too loud. You're living in doubt, what is it about? Some live for the chicks and the kicks and the clout. Others just live in the cloud, live for the crowd. Astral road, they won't get out. Bite off your tongues and snip that bitch out. Gouge out your eyes, your vision is foul. Pray for the rain, this isn't a drought.
If you lukewarm, I'll spit your ass out.
The angel of pain just keeps bleeding out. The shadow of night, the demons they prowl. Alone like the wolf with the wisdom of owl. The death of a man is the birth of a child. The death of a man is the birth of a child. The death of a man is the birth of us. The prince of this land will visit again. You're out on a limb, he isn't a friend, so you must condemn and then you repent. You take off your sin, you give it to him. You won't get a glimpse, but you'll feel the strength. Your back's off the fence, your neck's off the lynch. Your soul is again, you owe it to him. I say it again, you owe it to him. The God of man has risen again, so you must repent and then you condemn. You take off your sin, you give it to him. You won't get a glimpse, but you'll feel the strength. Your back's off the fence, your neck's off the lynch. Your soul is again, you owe it to him.
Your soul is again, you owe it to him.
If my people do what? Humble themselves. Let me tell you how to be delivered. Humble yourself. You can't be cute and be delivered. You can't keep your image and be delivered. You gotta get desperate. And God says, if you're proud, you can't get delivered. I don't want to manifest, you can't get delivered. Oh, but what do people will think? You have to choose, do you want people's opinions or your freedom? God says, if you're in drought, if pestilence is eating you, he says, humble yourself. When you get rid of your pride, when you get rid of your ego, when you get rid of your self-entitlement, when you get rid of what will they think about me, God says you're ready for deliverance. Humble yourself. But I don't want to tell that person that I'm struggling with that, what will they think? What if I lose my job? Humble yourself. If you want to be free, I'm giving a simple recipe: humility. If my people humble themselves and they pray, begin to pray. Oh, but I need to go to a prayer line. Prayer line helps. But you know that God can deliver you if you pray. When you're in drought, you don't pray. But when you want to be delivered, you need to pray. That means 5 o'clock in the morning, you need to pray. If you are bound to alcohol, if you are bound to some sexual immorality, if you are bound to perversion, if you are bound maybe to drinking, perhaps you are bound to cursing, maybe you are bound to nightmares or something, and you're like, man, I felt like God gave me up. Humble yourself and begin to pray. Set your clock early and begin to seek the Lord's face. Why? There is power in prayer. God says, if you call upon me, I will deliver you. I will deliver you. If you call upon me, I will deliver you. If my people humble themselves and pray. Oh, but I love this, and not just pray, but seek my face. You were seeking the face of your boss. You were seeking the approval of your wife. You were seeking the approval of your ex-boyfriend. You were seeking the approval of the culture, but God says, seek the pleasantness of my face. Seek the smile on my face. Seek my face. And then God says, begin to turn away from your sin. Meaning the sins that you can turn away from. But God, I need you to deliver me. No, my friend. You can cancel that relationship. You can cancel that subscription. You can unplug that TV. You can remove that. You can do that yourself through the conviction of God. Turn from their evil ways.
At Faxes,